Morales Entrepreneur coming at you with a good topic. I'm just going to share something with you that is interesting to me, and I think a lot of people miss the point. Two must things that we need to know in order to succeed at anything, whether it's business, life, anything, and that is emotional and financial intelligence. And why do I say emotional financial intelligence? This encompasses a lot of stuff. It's not just emotional. We think emotional is emotional being, your emotions, right? Yeah. But it's not just that. And financial intelligence, because everything costs. Everything has a cost. What is the cost? It could be fine. It can be monetary. It could be time. It could be in the military. It could be your life, right? You can when military people sign their contract, they're what they say is that we sign a blank check up to giving our life, which is true, right? So you need to have emotional and financial intelligence. So let's start with emotional intelligence. What's emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is when you educate yourself in whatever it is that your endeavor is, whatever it is. You know, if it's in business, let's say you want to go into crypto, right? That's the hot topic now, and now um, the government is trying to regulate crypto, and crypto's taking over, and learn a little bit about crypto so you can make an informed decision. And that's key in emotional intelligence: informed decision. You have to be able to um, you have to be able to hold on a second. It looks like I'm now live. Hey, hey, hey. I didn't realize I had not gone live. You have to hit the button twice. So, Raul here, Morales Entrepreneur, Raul Morales Entrepreneur, coming to you to talk about a little topic called emotional and financial intelligence. And recapping a little bit, emotional and financial intelligence, what you're talking about in emotional and financial intelligence is too much things that you must be totally aware of while you're going into some kind of endeavor, whether business, life, anything that you're doing. You must have emotional and financial intelligence. And emotional and financial intelligence. We think of let's talk about emotional. We think about emotional intelligence like something that um, it's about feelings, and it's not about feelings. Emotional intelligence is about knowledge, and it's all incorporating knowledge, right? You have to be able to understand what your market is, what is it that you're endeavoring, and what is it that you're doing. If in business, let's say crypto, we were talking crypto. In crypto, you need to understand crypto. You need to understand crypto is a decentralized coin. You need to, if you're against big institution controlling your finances or controlling what you do or telling you what to do, you may like crypto because crypto is a decentralized coin, a decentralized financial way of handling money where everybody's accountable, where you cannot, do your own research, but you cannot defraud because everybody has the ledger, not just the bank, not just the financial institution. Everybody has the ledger, right? So if you want to verify that there is a certain amount of money or a certain amount of coins or anything like that, you can just open your ledger. And if your ledger doesn't match the other person's ledger, somebody cheated. Is bottom line. So now it's just you against that other person's word, right? Now you can go to a third party and a fourth party and say, open your ledger. Let's look at your ledger. And you can compare ledgers, and now you can determine who's the one that's cheating. That's decentralized. In business, you're going to open a business. You need to understand what your business is. That's emotional intelligence. You need to understand if you're going to open let's say a lawn service. You need to understand what kind of service you're going to give, because a lawn service, you may go into an area where just cutting the lawn is enough, but you may go into an area where the standard of lawn service is to blow the sidewalk, is to rake the leaves, is to trim the bushes, and that's the standard. You cannot come in and say, I'm going to do this as extra to you. That's the standard. So you need to understand that. If you're going to go into what other businesses there, a franchise, you're going to open a restaurant, or you're going to open any kind of franchise, or if you're going to go independent and open your own business, you have to understand the market in the area. That's emotional intelligence. And how you get that emotional intelligence? Education. You have to study. You have to study your market. You have to study what are the statistics. You have to study the geographical area. You have to study the traffic. And what I mean by traffic is not only foot traffic going into your business, but what's the traffic in the area? You know, how many people are going to see your business? That's emotional intelligence. It's also true for network marketing. If you're a network marketer, if you're thinking of doing something for yourself in network marketing, you need to educate yourself. If you don't educate yourself, if you don't have emotional intelligence, the market will kill you, because anybody will come and give you an opinion of some sort, and you're just gonna fall apart. You're gonna fall apart. You know, if somebody tells you, "Oh, that will never work here," but if you did your research and you go, "Yeah, it will," I did my research and I have um, statistic that said that the foot traffic that a restaurant in this area will work, that then you don't care what other people think. You don't care what other people tell you, because you know what you have to do to succeed, and you just, all you have to do is do that thing. You just do it. And that is another thing about emotional intelligence. You have to understand that most a lot of businesses fail for lack of planning. Not is that the business itself fail. I think I talked about this not too long ago, where I said that the Department of Labor put out the numbers for 2021, and there was something upwards of 600,000 new small businesses that started. And the prediction is, and this is right in par with all the other years preceding, 20% of those businesses will fail within the first year, 50% within 5 years, and upwards of 75% will fail within 10 years. And the ones remaining does not mean that they're successful. It just means their doors are still open. They're still somewhat, hanging in there. And that's because they give the 42% of the reasons, or 42% of the reasons why they failed. They gave a list of 20 items. You know, not the right product, not the right market, not enough working capital for the highs and lows of the business. Now, they gave all these reasons. But when you have emotional intelligence, you can mitigate those things. You can mitigate those things, and you can say, okay, this is what I need to do. I anticipated this, and I have a plan for that, and you execute your plan. Yeah. So you educated yourself, you created a plan, and now you're going to move forward with that. And that's the key. That's the key to succeed in business, is having emotional intelligence. And the other thing that we need to have is financial intelligence. What kind of financial intelligence? Well, if you have a business, then you need financial intelligence that is gonna or that is gonna keep you afloat during those lows. Every business, everything is cyclical, right? And there's just, it's like a sinusoidal wave, right? From school, the sine wave, and you're gonna have your ups and you're gonna have your downs. And your ups, you're making money, and your downs, you're not making money, right? Is the winter and the summer and the winters, right? Or the fall and the springs, uh, whichever two seasons you want to use. And you have to be able to survive both. When you're in the spring, you're planting. When you're in the fall, you're sowing, right? You're sowing. So you have to know, okay, this is the season where I got to get everything together, and make sure that everything is in place. And then before you can sow what you can reap what you sow. You sow in spring, and you reap in the fall, or you go through your winters and your summers. However you want, analogy you want to use. Your winters, when things are bleak, when things are not good, when things are cold, when things are not producing. But you have to have working capital. You have to have working capital to be able to make it through there. And then come summer, where everything is warm, you're at the beach, you're enjoying life because you're producing. So emotional and financial intelligence are paramount to succeed in anything. And you go, well, Raul, I'm not opening a business. That's okay. What time do you have to give to do succeed at anything? What time do you have to give to succeed as a parent? If you have more than one child, you have to allocate time for both kids, or three, or four, or five. I was just talking to a friend of mine that I saw yesterday. He has six daughters. Six daughters. Two in college, one about to go to college. One, I think she's in. I think one is in middle school. The other one is in high school, or two in high school and one in middle school. The man is going to have to work forever, but he needs financial intelligence to be able to take the kids through. They all, at least three of them, because two are in college, one is about to go to college or university, whatever you want to call it. Um, so he has to be able to afford that stuff, and therefore he has to plan. So it's not always business financial intelligence. Now, my mantra, I'm putting together a business team, but this is coming to you from a general perspective. So as a parent, it's time and finances, right, and money as well. As an employee, is how much time you're going to allocate to your job versus the time you're going to allocate to your family, right? How you're going to manage your money, how you're going to manage your time. That is actually an asset to you. Believe it or not, time is your biggest asset, bar none, and it's a limited asset, and it's an asset that is um, um, what what we used to call in the military. It's um, it's a degrading asset. Is a nutrition asset. A nutrition asset meaning when it's gone, it's gone. It's not coming back. So yesterday is gone. 2 minutes ago when we were talking, it's gone. It's not coming back. So you need to understand that time to you is your biggest asset. How you manage your time is paramount in your life. So how you apply your time, that's a financial asset. You can either be producing money, not producing money. You can uh, be producing relationship. You can be improving relationship. You can be it's you can be doing all kinds of things. Let me ask you a question. Where will you be in the next 2 to 5 years? Where are you going to be in the next 2 to 5 years? That's a really important question. You have to understand. So you cannot plan for today and tomorrow. You got to plan into the future so things run smoothly for you. So emotional and financial intelligence, the two most important things to succeed in life, business, to succeed in anything you want to do, you have to be able to understand what those two things are. Hey guys, it's Raul Morales at Raul Morales Entrepreneur, coming to you, sharing a little bit and trying to tickle your brain, make you pause, make you think, and hopefully adding value to your life. So that's it for today. Out here.